Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is Makeup Bag Monday week number 61, a weekly makeup review series where I test out new and old products in my makeup collection for an entire week, and I check back every week with product demos, swatches, and my in-depth review on how the products performed for an entire week within my lifestyle. I know that sometimes if I loved a product right away, it doesn't perform well in my everyday life, or something I used to love I no longer love because I found a better option, or things that I didn't really get along with I actually loved after using it for a full week. So it's just a good way for me to give you really in-depth product reviews. If you missed any of the previous Makeup Bag Mondays, there is a Makeup Bag Monday playlist over on my main channel page. And before we get started, today's shout out goes to Once Upon a Shopaholic on Instagram. I absolutely love your Instagram account name. So Once Upon a Shopaholic, thank you so much for entering for a shout out on my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day. I really appreciate your support. And if you'd like a shout out in one of my videos, make sure you check out that description box. Along with a shout out this week, I am also giving away this beautiful Pop Beauty PR package. I thought it was really cute. You seem to really love the PR boxes that I get because it's so unique and it's not something you can purchase. I am going to give away the entire PR little set of all the lippies from Pop Beauty. If you'd like a chance to enter to win this Pop Beauty PR kit, then just make sure you stay till the end of the video and I'll share with you guys how to enter to win this. So I tested out a lot of Physicians Formula products last week and I feel like they're just killing it. It's a drugstore brand. It's a little pricier in the drugstore world, but Physicians Formula focuses on sensitive skin, cleaner option ingredients. They're not 100% clean, but they definitely avoid a lot of those ingredients that can cause sensitive skin some problems. Physicians Formula was founded because of that, and this is the Spotlight Illuminating Primer. Now, I have to say at first when I started using it, I was like, oh, I don't really know about this. But if you are looking for something that is very similar to the Becca Backlight Primer, which is my favorite kind of glowy primer or no foundation primer, I think you'll really enjoy the Physicians Formula Spotlight Primer because they're both very similar. They make your skin look very glowy, very dewy, not glittery, just very healthy and glowy and radiant. Now, I do feel like you lose a little bit of that when you put on the foundation. However, I feel that way with the Becca one too. So what I like to use both of these for is to bring luminosity and health to the skin. And if you're going to use a really full coverage foundation, I would recommend reapplying this over your foundation or mixing it with your foundation for more of that dewy effect, because if you put this on first and then you use a full coverage foundation, you're definitely losing a little bit of that effect, but you can easily put this over your foundation or mix it with your current products. I love using this on no foundation days because it gives your skin this really healthy radiance, just like the Becca Backlight Primer, and it makes your skin just look really good. If you're super oily and shiny, this might be something you want to avoid in those areas. I am more on the normal to dry, so I don't have an issue with this. I could see myself in the summertime not wanting to use it on my T-zone because I do get really shiny in the hot LA heat. But if you are on the normal to dry side, you'll want to use this all over your face. This is also just a really great subtle highlight as well. It's like this creamy highlight. So a great drugstore option and a decent dupe, similar dupe to Becca Backlight. I love that it comes in a pump. The cap seems to be really nice and it's frosted glass. Now, I do feel like the cap is a little bit loose, but we'll see how it wears as I continue to use it. A lot of you guys wanted to know my thoughts on the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. I am in the shade LN4. I like it. I think it's a really good everyday natural finish foundation. It's one of the better options out there in the drugstore world because it is better for sensitive skin. I do wish this was a pump instead of one of these applicators. Like it's one of those things where I'm like, I wish it was a pump. I do love the packaging otherwise because it is very nice. It's glass and I think it's very luxury for drugstore. I love the finish of the foundation because it is a natural finish. You can sheer it out, which is what I typically like because I like very minimal coverage. So I do light coverage. You can definitely build it up to about a medium coverage. Just add more product. It blends beautifully with a brush. I've been testing out my Artis brushes. I got a few new ones from Artis, and then I've been pulling out my old ones that I kind of forgot about. It works beautiful with a densely packed foundation brush, and you can also use a beauty blender. I do feel that the beauty blender will sheer it out even more so, but I find I get a nice coverage with a densely packed brush like the Artis, and I just really enjoyed it. It's a great everyday foundation. I think it's good for all skin ranges, specifically if you're normal to dry. If you're a little bit oilier, I'm not quite sure how this will perform on the really oily parts of your skin because I haven't been super oily right now. So in terms of oily skin, you might need to work with mattifying primer on your T-zone. I like this because I didn't feel like I needed to set my makeup. I have normal to dry skin right now, and I felt like it just set naturally, and I didn't have to go in there with more powder and then have to figure out how to like take down the powder with a spray or all that stuff. So I found it very nice because I just kind of was like a one done and go. If you were interested in this foundation, you have normal to dry skin, maybe normal to slightly oily, I think you'll really enjoy this foundation, especially if you're looking for a natural finish, everyday light to light medium coverage product. If you want full coverage, I'm not quite sure this is going to be enough for you. If you're looking for something that's super mattifying, again, not the foundation for you. But if you are more into that natural look and just naturally healthy look, I think you'll really enjoy this foundation. I was also testing out the Brow Last from Physicians Formula, and this is probably the hero product of the week. I absolutely fell in love with this. This is very similar to Wonder Brow, which I had been obsessed with a few years ago. This is a long-lasting brow gel liquid. And my one thing about it is I wish the spoolie was a little bit thinner on this product, because I found that when I was trying to like blend in the product, you can see right here, it kind of just, it messes it up a little bit. And once this stuff sets, it doesn't go anywhere. Like, I've never had to scrub my brow product off, but you have to actually work at getting this brow product off, which I love because this is going to be perfect for the summer months when you're at the beach, you're at the pool, where you're out at festival season and you're just sweating all the time. My brow products tend to fade. This will not fade. It will be there until you want it to come off, which is why I love it. The applicator is actually pretty good too. I'm able to draw and fill in my brows for the most part. I still think it could be improved upon a little bit, and in that situation I would recommend getting your own brow brush and spoolie and kind of dipping it into the product and working it out that way if you need precision. This does work, and I show you on camera how I use it with the applicator that it comes with. I would just recommend getting your own because it's going to be better. Love the product, love the formulation, and I cannot believe how great this is. The concealer I was testing out this week is from Milk Makeup. It's their Flex Concealer. I have 3 shades. What I use the most is light under my eyes. Sometimes I'll mix it with fair to get a little bit more of a brightening effect. And then I use light medium on my face if I have any blemishes, any redness that the foundation's not covering. Or if I'm not wearing foundation, I'll just go in with the concealers. I personally, most days, if I'm not testing out a foundation, I prefer just to wear concealers. I love these concealers because they are full coverage, super lightweight, and you don't have to set it if you don't want to. I take a leftover powder brush and I'll just run it under my eyes just to make sure it doesn't go anywhere, but I feel like it is very much self-setting. It doesn't go anywhere throughout the day. It's incredibly lightweight. It's very pigmented. You have to go into the store and swatch this because it's pigment, and it sets, it dries, and it's not going to go anywhere, and it moves with your skin, it moves with your face, so it's not going to crease, it's not going to crack, it's not going to do anything weird. I love the packaging because you're going to be able to squeeze out every last bit of this. Oh, and there's no dimethicone or silicones in this, which is awesome. It's impressive how they perform so well without any silicones. Eyeshadow I'm wearing now, and I wore mostly this week, is the Touch in Soul Metalist High Shine Bouncy Cream Shadow Palette. Now, when I swatched this last week, I was kind of not impressed, but when I use a brush and apply it on my eyes, I actually really like it. I think it's a really pretty wash of sparkle. If you like that metallic sparkle look, I think you'll enjoy this palette. I find that the pigmentation is pretty decent when used with a brush. I use my MAC 217 brush and I just blended it into the crease, lash line, blend into the crease, and I'm good to go. It gives my eyes a little pop of something, but it's super easy to use. It lasts all day. It's very nice. I just don't think they swatch as well as they actually look on your eyes. They're not as creamy as it makes it seem like because it's called a cream shadow. It's called a bouncy cream shadow palette, but it's not bouncy and it's not really that creamy. It's like a almost oily, densely packed pigment, if that makes any sense. So I think the name is a little misleading, but if you're looking for a unique formula that's a little oily, slightly creamy, but very metallic, I think this is a good choice. I also just found it surprisingly wearable and I enjoyed it a lot. I am wearing this brown shade over here today, and then I was wearing this orangey shade a lot during the week because I felt like it was very spring and I just love that orange wash of color right now. Then I used this white one on the inner corner of my eyes for just a little bit of a pop, and also on the center of my lids for another little dimension. I do recommend this if this is something you think you'll get use out of. I think it's a great way to update your makeup look without much effort, and the quality is pretty darn good. I was testing out a bunch of different lip products last week from Pop Beauty as well as Physicians Formula. The first thing I'm going to talk about is this tinted lip balm from popsugar, and I really like this. I like lip balms and I love tinted lip balms because they're hydrating and they just give my lips a little bit of wash of color. The shade Choose Happy, which is not a shade I normally would be drawn to, but surprisingly when I apply it on my lips it looks really good. It just is a brownier nude, but it doesn't make me look dead. A lot of nudes can make me look dead, so it's more on the nude but gives me a little more color and life. Very natural shade to wear. Very hydrating. They don't use any mineral oils, which I appreciate in Beauty by popsugar. I had Be the Boss lip gloss, the shade Time After Time, which is this mauve-y look. And what I found was really cool about these is that they are pigmented, but you can sheer them out and create that like nice plumpy glossy look, or you can build it up and get some pigment. They're not sticky whatsoever. They don't leave that weird line around my lips, which I typically don't like about glosses. These wear very well. And then I have the shade Womanizer, which is this beautiful peach shade. I like to use this over another shade because it is so peachy. And you can see I'll put it over the lip balm and it just shears whatever color you're wearing out. So for someone who doesn't typically like lip glosses, I like the formulation of these. I also like the packaging of it. I think they apply really nicely with a doe foot. They grab just enough product. It's not going to be too much product and it's not going to be not enough. I also like that it comes in a squeezy tube so you can squeeze every last bit of product out. These are also just really fun. They're very nostalgic. They remind me of my like pre-teen, teen years, but also a little bit more refined in terms of formulation and color range. The final lip products I was testing out is the Healthy Lip from Physicians Formula. I quite enjoyed this. I'm wearing one right now on my lips and it's Berry Healthy is the shade. What I love about this is when you pull it out, the doe foot applicator is my favorite type of applicator. It's got like a teardrop. It's not going to have too much product because it pulls all the excess out when you pull it out. Like, I'm really into packaging right now and this does a really good job, and it also is really easy to apply because of that teardrop. I'm able to go into the inner corner of my eyes. I'm even able to like draw a liner kind of situation if I needed to or if I want to, and then I can fill in my lips by using the like full part of the applicator. So applicator is really impressive. The formula is incredibly velvety, lightweight, very pigmented. It lasts a relatively long time. It's not matte and it's not drying, which I like. I'm a little over the ultra matte lip colors. I feel like those are so drying and your lips always look crackly and old. This gives you the best of both worlds. You're gonna get the high color payoff, you're gonna get slightly matte velvety look, but it looks healthy still. Your lips are going to look healthy. It's being nourished and it feels good on the lips, which is important to me. I highly encourage you guys to try these out. Pick a couple shades up. Try one shade first, but the applicator is one of the best I found at the drugstore, and I just love this formula. I recommend starting with a sheer layer coat. You can wait for that to dry down and build up if you want more of a more color, but I think it just goes on really lovely and it wears really lovely as well. I didn't really get a lot of use out of this Beauty by popsugar, what did they call it? Make Waves Liquid Metallic Eyeshadow. I just was using the Metalist a lot more. I was reaching for this more, and I kind of forgot to test this one out, so I'm going to include it in next week's Makeup Bag Monday, so make sure you check back to find out more about this. So that is everything I tested out last week. Here's what I will be testing out for the upcoming week. The first thing is this Bye Bye Pores bronzer from IT Cosmetics. I think this is new. It's new to me. It's in the shade Beach. I love IT Cosmetics products and I'm very excited. I'm on the hunt for like a new bronzer for spring, summer. I was going through my makeup drawers trying to decide on a new highlight to test out, and I realized I just have too many highlighters that are being neglected. I have 3 from Becca. These are the classic ones. This is in Moonstone. I have Prosecco Pop and I have Opal. I feel like these have just been sitting in my drawer, definitely neglected, and I wanted to pull these out, revisit them, and I want to see if I can narrow it down, maybe like get rid of 2 of them, get rid of 1 of them, because I definitely don't need all 3. They are very different, but at the same time, I clearly am not using them enough. So either I'm going to fall in love with all 3 again and can't let them go, or I will let go of some of them. And then the final products I'm going to be testing out is from Young Living. You guys know I'm a huge essential oils fan. I've talked a little bit about how I just switched to buying Young Living products. I do get it wholesale, and if you are interested in Young Living products, I'm able to distribute it to you. I talk about it over on my second channel about how I use essential oils, and then I have like a directions for if you wanted to purchase from me. You don't have to. I'm sure you know someone who sells Young Living, but I wanted to test out their Savvy Minerals by Young Living. This is their makeup line, and I was very hesitant to try any of their beauty products or any of their makeup products because, to be honest, like I don't need to, and I kind of feel like it's overly hyped in the Young Living community because really how good could it be? So I decided to purchase this. I bought this. I buy everything from Young Living myself unless it's a gift with purchase, but I buy everything. So I bought this and I'm going to test it out, and basically this kit is the Savvy Minerals like starter set. It comes with a misting spray, which, oh, can't even get it out. Comes with a misting spray, and you're supposed to mist this foundation brush and then dip it into the foundation, which is a loose mineral powder foundation. Again, one of those things that I'm like, oh, I hate loose mineral powder foundations. I like the pressed ones. And I can make my own. I did a DIY foundation. So I don't know, we'll see. I feel like it's very similar to Bare Minerals also. And this is quite pricey. The kit isn't as expensive because you're getting a lot, but if you're buying this individually, you have to pay for shipping and handling, so that's kind of expensive. So we'll see if I think it's worth it. I bought the shade Warm Neutral 2. I also got the blush in this kit, which is the I Do Believe You're Blushing. It comes with this lip gloss called in the shade Embrace, which I don't know how I feel about this color because it's very pale. It smells minty, which I like, but I know a lot of people don't like that. It also comes with a lavender essential oil, which is one of my favorites, so I thought that was a nice little bonus. You can use this for all sorts of things. I use it for my bug bites. I also use it in my scar oil. It comes with 3 eyeshadows. So this is in the shade Spoiled, and it just looks like a very peachy nude. I also have the shade Best Kept Secret, which is a matte. This almost looks like the exact same shade as my skin tone, so we'll see how that works. And then this is a lavender shade, which is called Unscripted. It's also matte. Not like that dying to try these eyeshadows, but I am excited to test out the foundation. My one thing about this is that the whole concept is very similar to Bare Minerals, I feel like, and I know this is supposed to be completely toxic free, using only clean, pure ingredients. They're not supposed to have any of those ingredients like bismuth oxychloride, I'm saying that wrong, that a lot of people are allergic to. It doesn't have talc, which I personally do not like in a loose powder form. If it's pressed, I can live with it, but loose powder form, talc, not my favorite thing. Just don't like that they do like swirl, tap, buff, because that's definitely like a Bare Minerals marketing situation, but I wanted to give it a test. I also did purchase the Orange Blossom Face Cleanser, and I've been using that, and I have to say I'm really, really loving their Orange Blossom Face Cleanser. It's incredibly pricey for what I think it is, but I have to look into the ingredients a little bit more, and I have to see how long the bottle lasts me. Everything I found home-wise that I buy from Young Living, I end up falling in love with, and the fact that like it comes like this big, I do get a little sad, but then I realize I don't need as much. And once I figure out how much I actually do need, like I have their laundry detergent, we have their cleaning all-purpose cleaner. Chris was using their dish soap, and he actually was like, when are you making another Young Living order? We need more dish soap. And I was like, let's use up the other dish soap we bought at Costco, and then I'll place an order for that one. Because I feel like the dish soap is the one thing where we do go through pretty quickly, whereas the all-purpose cleaner and the laundry detergent we use less of per load and per wash. I do find that that lasts longer even though it's a smaller bottle. Anyways, I digress. So if you want to find out how all of those products perform, check back next week. So all you have to do to be entered for a chance to win this Pop Beauty Lippy set is make sure you're subscribed to this channel, turn on post notifications, follow me on Instagram at Serein Woo, and then leave me a comment in this video with your Instagram handle and the word entered. And I will DM the winner via Instagram. So it's very important that you give me your Instagram handle so I can DM you via Instagram to let you know you won and ship you your prize. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Makeup Bag Monday. As always, I just hope my videos helped you unwind, de-stress, and take your mind off of whatever it was you needed help taking your mind off of. That's why I watch YouTube videos. I will be uploading new videos every Tuesday and Sundays for a while. And if you would like to get to know me more and see more wellness stuff, definitely check out my second channel, More Serein. Everything is listed in the description box, as well as all of the products I'm talking to you guys about currently. And if you haven't checked out my online digital magazine, definitely check that out. It's a really inspiring wellness magazine, mainly beauty wellness. And I will see you guys next time in Sunday's video for a birthday get ready with me. Bye!